Welcome back to Interpreting the Scares! That's right, we're back at it on our month-long journey throughout the nightmares, covering 31 foreign horror films in chronological order. I've already spoken about a few other individual standalone films this month, and today I'm going to be doing it again for the last time. That's right, this is going to be the last standalone film that I'll be covering in this year's event. The rest of the month, we'll be finishing out other franchises that I've already begun weeks ago. For today, that's The Wailing. The Wailing is a Korean horror film about a police officer who is investigating a strange case where people all around town start mysteriously and brutally murdering their entire family, all around the same time that a strange Japanese man showed up in town, and they all seem to suggest that the murders are his doing, that he's an evil spirit infecting everybody in town. This is, for the lack of a better term, an interesting movie, an interesting one. I liked a lot what was going on here, even though I didn't love it as a whole. I appreciated it. I fully understood why people do actually love this film, because it really truly is something that a lot of horror fans adore. From a technical perspective, here's a quick list of the things that I did like. First of all, the originality. This film has so much going for it that feels like a fresh take on a few concepts and ideas that we all have seen before. You know, it's like a beautiful mix-up and mashup of zombie, ghost, demon, and possession type horror films, and it's never too much or convoluted. These things weirdly blended in together very, very nicely, like a pumpkin spice frappuccino. And it's easily the strongest element of the film. As an audience member, you're not really ever sure what's going on until the very end when everything comes together. That will always be something that I praise for this film. Second of all, the film in general was well written, especially in how many twists and turns happen throughout the film, and ultimately how the mystery unravels itself. My writing score for this film received like perfect points, but as I said, I didn't love it as much as everybody else did. And I think a big part of that is duration. This film is over 2.5 hours long, which is really freaking long for a movie like this. Now, I understand that there's a lot of detail that goes into a movie like this, and it needs time to break all that down, but you do feel that runtime. I'm not gonna lie, and the title itself, The Wailing, couldn't be more accurate. There's a lot of people weeping and wailing and crying and hollering and shouting and constantly. My wife was not watching, but she was nearby, and she kept complaining about how annoying the movie sounded because of that, and I can't help but agree. It actually reminded me back when I watched The Babadook for the first time, and how often the kid in that movie would cry and scream and everything. What sucks is that it's technically well performed, but at the same time it's annoying because it gets to be too much at times. And that distracted me from enjoying the actual mystery. I would have personally cut down the runtime to 2 hours max. Overall, you know, it's a film that I'm glad that I watched, since it technically is good, but it's not good enough for me to want to go out of my way to watch it again. Take that as you will, because I scored The Wailing a B letter grade. Final overall score of 76%. 76 out of 100 possible stars, which obviously not a bad rating by any means. That's fairly decent. Again, I won't lie and say just because I didn't love the movie, the whole thing's garbage. Not at all. In fact, it's more the opposite. I'll give it credit where it deserves by saying that the film works for what it was going for, and that deserves praise. I just didn't fit the target audience this time. But what about you guys? Have you seen The Wailing? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Do you think that it deserves all the love that it's accumulated over the years? Let me know in the comment section down below, and as for YouTube, you guys know what to do. Hit the like, subscribe button, and bell to be notified when I come out with the next installment for Interpreting the Scares. And until then, peace out.